Hello, my name is Dennis Green. I am a metal wood sculptor, and I'm a metal sculptor and also work in wood and also paint. But the metal sculpting is my main medium that I use and work in. My dad had always been a woodworker, and he is actually a contractor. So he worked in construction, and then on his own time, he did some woodworking himself. So that's where I kind of got the woodworking end of my skills set from. And then from the metal standpoint, I worked at Citizens Gas for 18 years at their coke plant as a millwright. So dealt with a lot of steel, metal, and fabricating. And so once I kind of got skill in hand, then I just kind of pushed it right over into my artwork and haven't regret doing it since. I love taking steel and being able to make it do what it doesn't want to do. So I think that's kind of neat. From attending one of the events, and also D. Dale Rivera uh, Jennings, the metal sculptor artist, also, I had been in a couple of her events, and then she recommended me to Tony. And once we met and I showed him some of my artwork, then he invited me to be in Meet the Artist. So in 2016, it was really fun to be able to present a couple of RC yachts that I had been working on and a few other pieces. So that was really enjoyable. And then in 2017, I had the large steel horse that was there that was 7 feet tall and almost 14 feet long. It was a piece that I had also entered into Meet the Artist. Well, this year I'm entering three pieces. The first piece is called Courage, another piece called Gearhead, and then another one entitled Hoop Dreams. Courage, it's actually a stainless steel head of a lion. There's African spears and masks, but what it's really representing is that, a lion has all the tools that it needs to survive in the jungle, whether it be eating or whatever the case may be, finding food for itself. But even with that, the right tools, the courage to go after its own food, it still sometimes fails and maybe even loses its life hunting for food or gets seriously injured, but it never gives up. So that piece to me is representing that. People have courage. Anything about what's been happening over the last year, or anything about the virus and different things, people get depressed and get down. So that piece is just basically encouraging people, be like the lion. And then the other piece, Gearhead, is like an older 32 coupe style vehicle. It's got the motor and the wheels, and then it's got flywheels and gears to represent it, because I love cars and motors and speed and that kind of stuff. So that's what that piece represents. It's just like a more friendly, fun piece that I did. And then the other one entitled Hoop Dreams, and it's just dealing with young people. In some cases, have the hope of being able to become NBA basketball stars, and many of the promising things that it may open up from them, get them out of poverty, and may affect their family, and that they're able to pull them up and things of that nature. But that's basically what that piece represents. I've done a sailboat for one of the Meet the Artist show, and it's the sails are stained glass, so it looks like a real peaceful piece, but actually it's called Beneath the Surface. So underneath that painting, that steel sculpture, there's depression, divorce, unemployment. All these words are written underneath, and I have mirrors that are sitting down there that when you walk up to the piece, you don't necessarily notice, but as you look down, you see all the other problems underneath. So I think for my artwork, I want it to be pleasant to look at, but have a much more serious meaning as to what it's talking about to get your attention. And I just like to thank Tony, Meet the Artist, everybody at the library. I just think it's phenomenal that they've given us the opportunity as artists to be able to create stuff and then have a format to actually be able to present and put that stuff in, because that's a lot of times as artists, it's hard to get that format out there to where we can actually present our artwork and then meet people and sometimes get work from that. It's very encouraging, and I'm really grateful and appreciative of what the Meet the Artist organization has done overall for all artists, really.